Okay, in this video I'll be showing you how to make one of these, a dual action in blade. Okay, what you're going to need to make this is some safety goggles, pins, ice pole sticks, a knife, a drill, some plastic, I use 3mm Perspex, rubber bands, a pen, permanent marker, springs, a ruler, super glue, a file, scissors, sandpaper, this measuring thing, and some tape. Okay, the first thing you need to cut out is that bit there, which is like this piece. This is from the original one, this is too small though. So it's going to be 20.5 centimeters long and 3.5 centimeters like wide, and all you need to do is cut that piece out and you've got the right size. So I'll cut out and show you. Okay, I've just cut out this piece. You need to try to make them as even as possible, like right angles. That's not good enough. Yeah, you need to have it really straight. You can check your ruler. This one's alright. Okay, the next piece. Okay, the next piece I'm cutting out is the blade bit, like the actual blade. This piece here. Now, I'm actually making this one about 7 centimeters longer than this part itself. So that means it will come out way past your fingertips. You don't have to do that, but that's what I'm doing. So the measurements for this one is 27.5 centimeters long and 2.5 centimeters wide. Okay, I've just cut out the blade. Now it's a bit flexible and stuff, so it's not really a problem, but don't put a point on your blade yet, because you need to make sure it's straight, and yeah, don't put a point on the blade yet. Okay, the next part. Okay, now what you should have is the blade, the base. And now we need to make like these pieces that make sure the blade can travel straight like that, and then put the latches on. So first we'll go to those bits. Okay, now you need to cut out these pieces. They're really thin. This is a new piece of plastic too. The other one's hard to cut for this. This one, it needs to be as long as this. So this one is like that long. So it needs to be as long as your base. And it's 0.5 centimeter, so 5mm thick, wide. So all the way along there, 5mm. Okay, I cut that piece out and glued it to that, and there you see, well, you see it there. So once you cut it out, you need to glue it on, but find something straight to do it. I used this thing to do it, and then rest it up against it, so that way it's going to be completely straight, so the blade will come out. So this one for me is going to come out that far, but unfortunately the blade's going to stick out about that much. I can trim it out down if I don't want to, because you see it, same sort of thing on this one, except just a little bit longer. Yeah, so I'll need to cut out another one of those, except first off I need to make the little locks, which are these little thingies with the hole in them, which are hardish to make. Okay, I just cut out the first little latch thing. This is made out of thicker plastic. This one here is about 4mm thick, where this stuff, yeah, this stuff's 3 and this is 4, because you need to be able to drill a hole through there, like that one there. So you need to make 2 of these little locks. Okay, I've finished both latches now. So both the hole drilled in them. Now they both will have a curve on them. Now have it so they end up looking both like that. So probably pause it, draw that shape up just because the curves on them. Yeah, so, and also one thing is I used a drill press for this, which, yeah, it's just, you can't really get it straight with one of these ones. Near impossible, probably. And yeah, just drill it so you can fit some kind of nail through there. And make sure it's a completely flat when you're drilling it. Really important to have it flat. Okay, once you've cut your latches out, you need to measure from the very top of this plastic bit, 21 mil down, and then mark a line. So that's about there for me. And same thing on this side, there. You can't really see it though. Yep, so just do that once you've got your latches. Okay, what I've done now to figure out whereabouts I want the latches, I've just lightly glued it using super glue so you can get it off onto here to figure out whereabouts it will need to be, and have it so it's touching the blade like that, and then you just need to drill a hole straight through the entire thing, straight down. So I'll do that on both ends and then show you how it came up. Okay, now that I cut my latches out and I got a nail and drilled 2 holes underneath and attached them on. So you need to have them loose so they can still spin around pretty easy. And the blade still needs to be able to slide. This one's jamming on me a little bit. Yeah, the blade still needs to be able to slide through. We're going to put a bit of plastic there later, so it will be strong and everything. So whereabouts to put them is, I said to mark a line 21 mil down from the very top. So this mark is too thick, but if you see whereabouts it is, when it comes out about a quarter of the way across from this end of the plastic to this end, it needs to be 21 millimeters down that way on both ends, and the blade still needs to be able to run through the centre bit there, like that. Okay, this is the piece that I just cut out. This piece is 5 mil thick, wide. So it's 5 mil that way, and it is 12 mil long. So it's 5 by 12 mil. Yeah, so, and now I just need to stick that piece on here. So the blade still needs to be able to slide though. Do it so it's not too loose but not too tight, if you get what I mean. Okay, once you've stuck that piece on, so the blade can still run through here, now we need to make the ones that fit on here, those little edge bits on both sides. So I'll cut it out and see what the measurements are for that. Okay, I'll just cut out this piece of plastic now. This piece will fit on there, just to keep the blade still on this bit. So I'll get the paper off it and I'll glue it on. Okay, once you cut that piece out, you glue it on to here. So you just press it against the blade, and the lock still needs to be able to move through there. So the lock can still move, and it will keep the blade in there without moving too much. It will move back and forth a bit, which is not too bad, but have it as still as possible, but so it can still slide. Now, without sanding anything down yet, it will still be rough, and the measurements for this one is half a centimetre or 5 mil by about 23 mil, so 2.3 centimetres. And I still haven't put one here, so you just do the exact same thing except on that end. So you put that on there, and you just need to make sure the lock will go against the blade, but it will push back like that, but that'll all be fixed once you continue on with the different things. So blade can still slide through all the way down to that end. So without saying anything, it'll be pretty rough, but okay, now I'll make the next piece. Okay, this next bit now is, find it, the blade. You need to cut a piece out of the blade that looks like that, but don't just cut it anywhere. I actually tried it, but it didn't work, so I had to flip the whole thing back around. So don't cut this end, just do one end. So find your, well, you need to know which end is up and down and stuff like that. So this is my end that goes down. That's how the lock locks this part of the blade. So what you need to do is mark the blade along, figure out whereabouts that hits there, and mark that bit on the blade. So you see, I'll push it, yeah, let me make this really smooth so it'll slide easy. But you see there, it needs to go in like that and be able to flick back out, letting this to go forward. And you don't do anything with this one, that just stays there like that.